Hello and welcome to MAFT UK. Today we're going to be changing our stock suspension from a 10th Wonder hammock made in the UK to some more advanced systems. Welcome. I think it would be only fair to say before we go any further that the equipment it came with is absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with the straps at all. In fact, they are extremely well made. The only reason I'm exchanging them is because I like to have a barrier, a drip ring system or equivalent in its place. That's the only reason I'm changing these out. To that end, I'm going to actually show you the straps it came with. Because the minute I took or opened the parcel, I could see that these were very well made. In fact, if this is all you had and you didn't have any alternative hanging system, I would be more than happy with this equipment. The stitching is immaculate and it is very rigid, and you almost get the impression that you could tow your car with those. But it is an extremely excellent, strong looking strap system. But unfortunately, not the one for me. So how did our hammock turn up? How did we get it out of the bag? What did it look like? Well, first and foremost, it came in this stuff sack, which is again another quality piece of kit. You would have seen this buckling system used on a lot of waterproof bags. Fold it, roll it, and clip it. And I'm sure the actual size of this piece of equipment that we could quite easily get a lot more than your hammock in there. Maybe if you had a good quality undercoat, that could also compact in there as well. But there you go, an extremely good quality stuff sack. And out came a hammock, and it looked a little bit like this. Folded, not gathered, and with our straps pre-installed. And as you can see, that is more than suitable. Now, whether you was to feed one through the other, or whether you was to carabiner them to the end, that is entirely up to you. But from initial onslaught, that is what you get. What we're actually looking for, or what I'm going to modify this into, is a semi-permanent gathered end with a Dutch clip cinch system. Like that. And this is how we did it. One of the first things that we need to do is remove the existing suspension system, and that is relatively easy. We just pull it through until the whole thing comes out. Now we have our hammock free of the straps. We now need to insert our cordage, which is going to give us our semi-permanent end. And one of the tips I found on YouTube was somebody using a piece of plastic pipe like this, and they threaded it through the loop. Placed in the preferred cordage. In this case, I'm just going to use a simple piece of paracord. And pull it through and hold it there. What I'm going to do now is tie that right down, pull it nice and tight. I'm just going to use a very simple granny knot system. use our scissors. Now it is quite important just to make sure you've got no sharp edges with those. And I'm just going to tuck those back into the sleeve from which they came. Just get them out of the way. And we do also have these tabs. And you can leave them for now. Now, what you could do is get your gathered end and place your new buckle system or your drip ring system down there now. But what I like to do is grab some of our cordage, our what do we call it? Bungee cord, shock cord, that's it. Put our shock cord around there, and it just helps the knot stay in place a little bit better. We're nearly there. The final thing to do now is grab either of our methods. In this case I am going to use the Dutch cinch clip. And that is that. Now you will notice that I have my cinch clip on the top as opposed to on the bottom, and the reason for that is so as I can place on my under blanket, the shock cord can go around there, and I don't need another carabiner to hold it on with, and that holds it in place firmly. And again, that was another tip from someone else on YouTube. And that now gives me my both gathered ends for the hammock, and I can now tie on my straps, or not in this case perhaps, but put my straps on there, or if I was using the drip ring system I would put my whoopee slings on, and away we go. And that now is a semi-permanent gathered end. I would like to say before I sign off that the quality of the equipment sent from 10th Wonder Hammocks has been second to none. I haven't had to stitch anything like I have with other people. I haven't had to make anything but from, to make my hammock work a little bit better like I have with other equipment. This has just been a simple exchange of the suspension system and nothing else. I have not needed to do anything else to this hammock, and that alone speaks volumes. So it is worth every penny. Hopefully when the weather clears and it's not raining outside, we'll be able to string it up outside, get it hung, give you a closer look at the suspension system and how I've changed it, and give you an in-depth look at the hammock itself. Like I say, it is a basic hammock, but it is double layered and it is strong enough to take my